Good day guys, and welcome to Luimarco's Natural Bodybuilding and Fitness Daily. I salute you wherever you are. So this video is pretty much a follow-up of a post that I've just made on my Facebook concerning Ronnie Coleman, Big Ron, Mr. Olympia 8 times as you guys know, being in the hospital. As you guys know, I've posted 2 pictures of him which were on his Twitter. And you know, it created much debate on my Facebook page. Last time I checked was over like 139 comments and still counting. And you know, a lot of people are asking why this is happening for him, and first of all, what is happening for him. Now, according to the reports that he tweeted about, it's probably most likely about his back. Ronnie had a major back injury, which basically led to that imbalance that you guys saw in his Mr. Olympia when he lost to Jay Cutler the first time, and of course he was never able to recover from that injury, right? Big back injury which led into the left side of his back being basically distorted, so he was not, all the nerves were damaged and so on. So what he is doing right now in the hospital, as of his statement, he said he's waiting for the results of the milligram. Seems these days I just live in the hospital. Oh well. So that's what he said. And just for the record, the milligram uses x-rays and special dye called contrast material to take pictures of the bones and fluid filled space, basically, which is called the subarachnoid or subarachnoid space between the bones in your spine, right? So it is the spinal canal in a sense. So it might be done to find a tumor, an infection, problems with the spine, such as herniated disc or narrowing of the spinal canal caused by arthritis. So we don't know as yet, but we do know for a fact that the gentleman basically was injured in a major way, and you know, he never recovered. It was one amongst several injuries, right? I'm not going to tell you about his triceps, also his quad, if I'm not mistaken, also one occasion in his left shoulder. A lot of, you know, countless injuries, and it happened to a lot of guys which were lifting quite heavy. You guys know Dorian Yates. Dorian's, I don't even know a single muscle that he did not damage. So that's what's up. First of all, I wish him, you know, a speedy recovery. You know, he's a good man. He was always a gentleman. I definitely commend him for that. So that's it. It has nothing to do with, you know, drug intake and so on. So do not fall into that roid policing stuff, please. Right? So respect the man for that matter, right? That's it. I mean, it comes with the territory, guys. There is absolutely no free ride. Unfortunately, it is a frequent account from people who lift crazy weight. As you guys know, Ronnie Coleman is not only the 8-time Mr. Olympia, but back in his time, he was the strongest bodybuilder alive, bar none. He was actually in some exercises even stronger than power lifters, right? He was doing some crazy deadlifts, crazy squats, you know. Basically they needed to build custom leg presses for him to lift those crazy weights, because he was basically overloading the leg pressing and so on. And of course, you know, after a while your body will get damaged, and in a major way. So that's what happened, guys. And you need to reflect on this, right? Even though we are natural, but pushing your limit to an extreme limit is not always good. I mean, intensity is good if it is binded with security. If you do it securely, I mean, go for it. But do not, I mean, go over the limit, right? I'm talking about a natural. Of course, if you're not natural, there are certain basically other factors that will basically impact your training. People who take certain substances will not even feel pain the normal way, right? They will also disable their estrogen secretion, which is quite important even in men. So estrogen is important in men because it protects your joints in a major way, right? So that's just an aspect. I'm just speculating here. I'm not telling you this is what's happening in this case for Mr. Big Ron. But listen, even if you're natural, do not go over your limit, right? Respect your natural limit, respect your body, and try to have a long view, right? Try to last in the game, right? I'm lifting since 21 years old, and thank God and thankfully I did not have a major injury, right? So I was always respecting my limit, and this is what basically allowed me to last in the game. I know several guys who had some crazy injuries, they snapped some things, and you know, they were out of the picture for good. Never saw them again. They're a goner. That's it, right? If we talk about professional bodybuilders, you have accounts and examples of Mr. Sean Ray or Jay Cutler. These guys are what I call smart bodybuilders. Sean Ray and Jay Cutler always basically professed the smart training. They were never crazy lifters. Jay Cutler is right now probably one of the two biggest guys in the top 6 in Mr. Olympia, right? Him and Kai Green. And actually both of them do not lift crazy weights. And aside from that biceps injury that Jay Cutler had, which is not major, he never was injured because he always trained smartly, right? He lifted some really moderate weight for a guy of his size. You guys ought to know that he basically walks in at 280 on stage, and even if with that big mass, he's not a crazy weightlifter. He's not Brent Schwarren, right? And Brent Schwarren, as you guys know, he was injured. That's why he did not compete lately, and he had countless injuries. So that comes with the territory, guys. So train smartly and think about your older days, right? You can be crippled at 45 or 50 and it doesn't worth it, right? So the name of the game is to last in the game. Be fit. I mean, do this for your health. So train smartly. When you lift that weight, you know, go for intensity, but intensity does not mean always crazy weights, right? You need to lift that weight intensely, but smartly as well, and mostly in a secure way, right? So that's it, guys. Thank you for listening to me. So that was my my take on the latest news about Ronnie Coleman. And again, I wish him a speedy recovery. You know, unfortunately, he will spend the holidays in the hospital at least for 4 weeks as per his account. Thank you for listening to me, guys. Have yourself a very good day.